Good evening, my name is Paul Naval, and today I will be talking about how the exponential growth and overuse of social networking and social media has an overall negative effect on students. My main supporting claims will be that social networking and social media causes psychological disorders and can cause addictions. My second claim will be that social networking allows for the mass spread of false information. And the third claim will be that social networking allows for cyberbullying. Okay. Let me just ask quickly, those of you who are on your phones, what social networking sites are you typically on? Like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr? According to Statistic Brain, a reliable online information provider has stated that 98% of the people between the ages of 18 to 24 are on some form of social networking. And the average person in the United States uses Facebook about 7.6 hours per month, but I think that statistic should be higher. So to my first claim, that social networking causes psychological disorders and addiction. According to Dr. Cecily Andresen of the University of Bergen, Norway, found that dopamine is released when individuals use social media because of the fast-paced social interactions. Dopamine is usually the chemical involved with happiness and excitement, and typically that is the euphoric feeling that keeps drug addicts addicted to the drug. She also found in her study that 63% of Facebook users log on to the site daily, while 40% of the users log on multiple times a day. The study was used to find a measurable scale of Facebook addiction. They found that those who are addicted display signs of psychological disorders. In another study, Dr. Mark D. Griffiths, a professor of gambling studies at Nottingham Trent University in the UK, reported that 51% of the participants in his study said that their lives have been worsened on social media, reporting that they felt less confident because they compared their achievements to their friends. So that's like not a psychological advantage that you want to have. On to my next claim was social networking risks the spread of misinformation. According to The Conversation, an online publication hosted by the Boston University states that users identify the internet as the most reliable source of information over television and radio, and the majority of people receive news through Facebook news feeds. According to Victor Lukerson from Time magazine, on October 1st, 2014, the Ebola virus was mentioned 6,000 times per minute on Twitter versus 100 times per minute from the day previous. Also from Time magazine, they stated that because of the mass spread of the Ebola news and panic, the Department of Public Health in Iowa was forced to issue a statement dispelling social media rumors. Also, people on Twitter were saying that Ebola could be spread through the air, water, or food, which was also inaccurate claims. So through social media and being such a big, reliable source of news for people, it's easy to misuse and spread information. Lastly, social networking allows for cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is the online harassment of an individual, and typically suicide is the last response for young individuals. And then according to Internet Safety, an organization partnered with the US Department of Justice, said that 95% of teenagers who use social media have witnessed forms of cyberbullying on social networking sites, and 33% have been victims of cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is too difficult to control because it occurs at all times of the day, and messages are posted anonymously, and it's very hard to find the source. Cyberbullying can lead to suicides, and also states that suicide is the third leading cause of death among young people. So with social bullying, it allows for this anonymous hate and very hard to get rid of. Thank you, and that's why I believe that the exponential use and spread of social networking has an overall negative effect on students and young people in society. Thank you.
Got something to give me?
Yeah, I'm presenting today.
All right, hang on a second. Where's the outline that goes to the refutation speaker?
Right here. I'm actually
You're going to use this one, and I'm going to take this one and give it away? Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Who else needs an outline to do their refutation on? Nobody, so it doesn't matter. Fine. All right, Paul, you identify the proposition adequately. The secondary claims are previewed pretty well, although the phrasing on them I think is a little complex. In the internal part of the speech, you signpost them very clearly, so it's easy to keep track of where you are at any given argument. I do think that you needed a little bit more evidence on a couple of the points. On the last point, for instance, when you're talking about cyberbullying, you've got some statistics about teen suicide, but there's nothing that really ties the teen suicides into cyberbullying. I think that that's a little bit problematic. The first couple of points, I thought you had some good information about the addictive quality of some of the social media sources. I'm not exactly sure why it's a bad thing that somebody feels less confident after doing some social comparison. That's a natural behavior. If the comparisons, for instance, on Facebook are different or they have a greater impact than the social comparison that people do on a daily basis in regard to just about everything about their lives, you need some quantification on that. Otherwise, I think you're just it's another way in which people do the comparison, and there's not really an explanation about why the comparison's problematic. All right, I got to kind of keep it short because we have several people to hear from. So that's one.